The content on this channel is for informational and educational purposes only. Please contact a professional when it comes to your financial needs. The focus is always on building generational wealth, but who are you building it for and how are you protecting that? This is what we're going to be talking about today when it comes to irrevocable versus revocable trust, right here, right now on the Ujamaa Network. Presenting you with terms and definition is just one way to increase your knowledge about the things that are out there meant to protect you in your journey on building generational wealth for your descendants. Now, this is not a substitute, as the disclaimer says at the beginning of the video. This is not a substitute for sound financial planning from a sound financial advisor, a certified financial advisor. You need to get in touch with an individual like that. I can bring you the information that you need so you can at least have a basis of asking the questions so that when you do get to a professional, you know what you're starting to work with. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is just a little mention of a will versus a trust. Now, the big difference, the key difference with wills and trusts are that wills have to be approved by a probate court, which is going to be far more expensive than if you were to set up a trust, either a revocable or irrevocable trust. And that's what we're going to be focusing on right here on this video. Now, first off, let's talk about the key differences between the two. With a revocable trust, you can set yourself up as the grantor. You're going to be able to make changes. You have a lot more freedom in doing what you want to do. If you want to kick somebody out of the trust, if you want to add more assets to the trust, that's the key difference between a revocable and an irrevocable trust. You still have some control. Now, the biggest difference that you're going to have with an irrevocable trust is you're basically setting up a new legal entity. It is its own entity, and anything in that trust that you put in, once it's created, belongs to the trust. You are no longer owner of those assets. Now, you think, oh, wow, why would I do that? Well, those assets, if you are a member or a trustee of that trust, you're not facing any estate taxes. It is protection from the estates, but it only covers those assets within the trust. Now, there are some other benefits to an irrevocable trust. One key benefit is that once those assets are there, you have protection from creditors. You do not have that with a revocable trust. There are significant advantages for both, but if you're already have your estate pretty much planned out, you're not adding anything more to it, you're not making any changes, you might want to pay that extra cost for that irrevocable trust so that your assets can be protected in the event of your passing. And once it's created, whether you're alive or dead, those assets now belong to the trust, and that is the key difference. So that's the recap. Some sort of protection is available for you in the form of a revocable trust. At least you're avoiding probate. Both trust types get you out of the probate court. You've already assigned who's going to be the trustees and the recipients of the assets in the trust, however they are formed out, and it's pretty quick to do. And I think at this stage in the game, whatever you have next to your name, you might want to start thinking about planning so that in the event of you getting ill or sick, that you don't have to wait until it's too late.